Hey, what's going on, Virgo? Butch Tarot here. Gonna do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. Always feel free to comment down below. And if you need to get a hold of me or you want to reach out, all my information in the description box down below. So let's get right into it. First, what we have for Virgo. What's going on for Virgo? What's happening with Virgo? Going on for Virgo. Let's give one more shuffle for Virgo. All right, Virgo. First thing I see when I look at this is we got the Four Cups. So I feel like somebody's been thinking about you a lot lately. I feel like this is something that's, I feel like this was like something that was kind of manifested before. It was almost like this was something that was going to begin, never really took off. I feel like they had a lot of feelings for you in the past. You have the six of Cups. So I feel like this is definitely a past person. Maybe somebody that didn't take the chance, didn't make that offer. I feel like for whatever reason it didn't really go anywhere in the past. But I feel like they emotionally, they're still emotionally attached to you. With the Eight of Cups, this may be somebody that had tried to walk away. I feel like they weren't ready to give into this in the past. But the more and more they try to walk away from this, the more and more they're drawn back to it. Maybe starting to see things in a different light. Because I feel like they're dealing with some internal struggle here. I feel like in the past, this was something that could have went somewhere, but it just didn't. It was like there was no motivation. Something was blocking this from moving forward in the past. So this person, I feel like they tried to get over you with that Eight of Cups. Usually it means that they did. I don't feel like this person did it at all. I feel like they tried. They tried really hard. But no matter what they do, you got the six of Swords in reverse. I feel like they can't change how they feel. But like I said, for some reason they didn't want to give into this in the past. But I feel like now they're struggling with making a choice. Like I said, I'm not getting clarity on why this didn't move forward in the past. But they weren't giving into it. They had feelings. I feel like they wanted to make an offer. But they just didn't. and they're trying to emotionally walk away from this. And like I said, they're not having much luck because they're still thinking about you. You're on their mind all the time. Um, you know, I feel like they're like I said with that five of swords or five of wands. There's a lot of internal struggle here. Like they're trying to. I feel like they have feelings for you. They were, I'm getting the. This may clarify it a little bit. That King of Wands in reverse or the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like they didn't want to give up what they had. I feel like they might have been, and usually the Knight of Wands in reverse is a player energy. I feel like this person is just one of those people that just kind of plays the field. They caught feelings for you, but they didn't. They didn't like that feeling. They didn't like having feelings for somebody in general. They tried to walk away. They didn't go anywhere with this situation because they didn't want to give in to their feelings. So you may be dealing with somebody that's very stubborn. I got some Sagittarius energy there. They had a lot of feelings for you, but they were fighting it. They were giving into it. But like I said, they're trying to change how they feel, but it ain't happening for them. And they're starting to, like I said, with that Pisces energy, the moon card, they're starting to see things in a different light here. They're starting to realize that they can't fight this. This is something that it's more than them. Like I said, they constantly think about you. And now they know that they have to make a decision. There's a decision before them. And they gotta make a decision on whether or not to move forward. Take a chance, let themselves, be part of this, because like I said, so far they've been fighting it. And I feel like that's a matter of what it is. Sometimes when people that aren't used to relationships, people that are very carefree, when a real relationship presents itself to them, when real feelings present themselves, it's almost like they try to they don't know what else, they don't know how to handle it, so they just kind of run away. And I feel like this was what they did. But they can't change how they feel. They still think about you. You're still on their mind. But I feel like in the next week, I feel like there's going to be some changes happening because, like I said, with that Pisces energy, the moon card, they're starting to see this in a different light. They're starting to see this as not so much a burden anymore. It's like they don't want to be tied down. Like, that's why I'm getting the Sagittarius energy. Like I said, they don't want to be tied down. But now they're starting to realize that this doesn't necessarily mean they have to be tied down. And they're starting to realize that this is something that they need to look into because they're not getting over it. I feel like you guys have a strong connection. And I feel like the harder they fight against this, it's almost like swimming against the current. Like the harder they fight, the more tired they're becoming, the more, it's not working for them. That's not working. That internal struggle that they've been dealing with, they can't fight it anymore. And it has nothing to do with you. It's just the fact that this is something that's real. And this is something that they're not used to. There's real feelings here. And like I said, I feel like they were very carefree in the past. I feel like they didn't want to get tied down. But I feel like it's their perception of being tied down. They look at relationships from their standpoint in the past was a relationship holds you back. A relationship consumes you. But now they're starting to see this in a different light. They're starting to see that they're not going to be able to let this go, so they need to move forward with it. So I do see that them making an offer, because they can't fight this anymore. Like I said, I feel like no matter which, what they've been doing, avoiding this hasn't been working. So they're starting to come to, they're coming to their senses and realizing they're not getting over you. They got to make a stand. Like I said, there's a deep love connection here, something they try to fight. Like I said, I don't think it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not personal on you. It doesn't make them a bad person. I just feel like they were scared of a commitment. But like I said, now they're starting to see in a different light. Now they're starting to realize that they can't move on from this. All they can do is, engage in this because they're not getting over you. No matter how hard they try, no matter what they do, this isn't, their feelings for you are not going anywhere. And they're starting to have a change of heart and starting to realize that a relationship isn't, about tying you down. A relationship's about sharing yourself. And I feel like they're starting to realize they do want to share themselves. So look for that. Like I said, in the next week, we're going to have some forward movement on that. Like I said, I do see them making an offer. I do see you accepting, or at least contemplating accepting here. And I do see this as a good thing. Like I said, sometimes people are just so stuck in their ways that it's hard for them to understand new ways of thinking. But this person, I don't see this person as a bad person. I do see this as a good partnership. I feel like you guys we got some new stability here. And like I said, balance. That's what they've been lacking. They've been lacking balance. That also some more Sagittarius with that Temperance card. And I do see you getting what you wanted of this. Like I said, I feel like you had a strong connection with this, and I do feel like maybe they kind of walked away, kind of leaving you in the cold a little bit. Maybe I get the feeling that as somebody that you wanted to move forward in the past, they seemed, the feelings were there. You felt the chemistry. They felt it. They try to fight it. And it is what it is. But I do see them, they're starting to understand. And they are going to make a move, towards you. Sometimes, like I said, it's hard for some people. They're so trapped up. They're so used to living a certain way that when something new comes, some people get scared. Some people run. And I feel like that's what they did. They just kind of bailed. But I do see a lot of changes coming with this person. I do see a lot of realization. So I don't want you to feel like they're not sure when they come back. When they make this offer, when they come towards you again, they know for sure that they can't fight it. So they'll be on board, and that's what I think that you wanted from them, and they're gonna give it a fair chance. But that's what I have for you, Virgo. Like I said, it has nothing to do with you. It's just something they're dealing with on their own. But they're gonna take a leap of faith. So they're in it. So don't think they're coming in, stepping in, They have the same feelings that you have for them, they have for you. It's just they didn't know how to deal with it. But that's what I see coming for you. Be good.